Live tonight. There we go. And we already. Okay, welcome to episode 11 of the Writer's Block podcast. It's been 11 whole weeks. Technically, it's been like 13, but we skipped a week, and we had the special edition one with the Raging Justice interview, which was a couple weeks ago. But it's Tuesday. It's the day of the podcast. How's everybody doing? What's everybody playing?
Yo, what is good? Man, what have I been playing?
You can announce yourself too.
Oh yeah.
Last week.
Yes, my bad. This is Nicodemus. Yes, definitely glad to be here. It is Tuesday. I've had a long day at work, and I'm just glad to be here chilling with you guys and all that good stuff. But now, what I've been playing, I've mainly been playing. What is that game? I don't even remember now. I tried the Doom beta. I definitely played that.
You don't remember? That means it's not good.
No, it's okay. Damn, what is the game? I know I played the Doom beta. I haven't really been playing much. Oh yeah, The Division. That's the name of the game.
Oh,
The
wow.
Division. Yes, I've been playing The Division. I just haven't played in a couple of days, but that's the main game I play. I tried the Doom beta and I played The Division, but that's really about it. Work has been trying to kill me, so I haven't had much time to play, but that's mainly it though.
The Division. I quit
Yes.
The Division honestly a week after it came out.
You quit?
Yeah, I stopped playing.
Why?
Because I think I told you this before. My friends that I was playing with,
Oh, yeah.
after the thing is I work and I took a break, and then when I came back to play with them, they were at this ridiculously high level, and it wasn't no fun playing with them anymore. And I was like, no, I don't feel like doing this grind, so I kind of just put it down.
Yeah, that kind of hurts it because I don't play as much, and when I do play with my friends, they're not too high of a level than I am, but they're a little higher, and then it makes it harder on me. So, yeah, I can see me running into that problem as well. But I hope not, because I'm having fun with it though. But we'll see.
What level are you?
Oh man, I am lowly level 12. Last week Fame laughed at me because I was level 10, and I've only grown 2 levels since. So.
Oh damn! Yeah, I haven't played in 3 weeks, and I'm still level 13.
Dog, it's a weekend. It's a weekend fling for me, man. It's like I can only pick her up on the weekend, and I just drop her. I drop her during the week. She gets no love during the week. So
that's crazy. And a shout out to the new comer. I want to call you by your government. EXP.
Yep. EXP.
EXP. How you doing it? Let them know who you are, where they can find you, and what you're playing this week.
Oh, I'm EXP Gaming. I'm new in the streets of YouTube. I'm an all-around gamer. I like to play everything: PlayStation, Xbox, PC, even Nintendo. I have my own channel called EXP Gaming. I do Thursday podcast every single week at 7 p.m. Eastern time, so definitely go check that out. And what I'm currently playing right now, I'm playing Dragon Age Inquisition, and I'm loving it on the PS4.
Oh, nice.
Okay. And what's up, Matt? Welcome back.
What's up? Thanks for having me. It's Matt, or New Type 86, and I've been playing Alan Wake. Just beat Alan Wake because I didn't have a 360 back in the day. So this backwards compatibility is a very good feature for me.
Cool.
It let me play all those Gears of War too, so that was fun. And I'm gonna be playing Quantum Break, but I just haven't gotten it yet.
All right. I've been playing with the exception of today. I've been playing Gears of War Ultimate Edition on PC and Killer Instinct. I returned to that as Season 3 came out, and Quantum Break. Obviously, it's been took up most of my day today. I'm on Act 4. I think there's 5 total acts in the game, but this game is something you got to play through twice to fully complete the game.
why is that? I'm sorry.
Decision making. it changes the outcome. Like when you're playing like the bad guy, you choose to you'll make a decision, and usually it's either to kill somebody or decide how you want to treat the situation that's going on. So my gas is off the pedal for the first go round, as far as like I'm not doing anything too drastic, so I want to see how it plays out, and then when I play it again, I'm just gonna make all opposite choices. But yeah, it's nothing like too dramatic, like how like Until Dawn per se, but it does have implications on both the show and who survives, like, or who's with you throughout the game. So so far from what I'm seeing, but I'm the only one that played it here. Damn.
Yeah. You know my situation, brother. You know my situation. PlayStation.
Yeah,
I don't have an Xbox One.
oh man. This podcast is going to be short today.
Oh, come on! You can tell us all about it.
But Quantum Break is like it's pretty good. Like I want to say the show itself is more than what I expected. The show is pretty good. How they have it interlaced. Like I thought what I was gonna do is like, okay, I'm just gonna play through the game and I'll watch the show later. But that didn't happen. After the first show episode, I was like, this is kind of good. It flows right into the game. I don't feel like I need to skip it. It has a nice balance. So I've been watching every episode, so I haven't been rushing through the game. I know other people rush through the game, so they skip the episodes and whatnot. But the show is really good. It's action-packed. It doesn't have a dull moment. And they can't afford to, because it's only like really, 4 or 5 episodes, so they can't really afford to have a dull moment. So all that action is wrapped up in these, I want to say 22 is equivalent to like a 30-minute show if you were watching it on like regular TV. But the gameplay is cool. I have a few gripes with the game itself, as far as how like there's no blind fire. There's not a true aim down the sight option too, and there's this, I don't know what it is, but when you're going through some of the levels, there's a lot of like flashing lights, but the flashing lights become so apparent that it takes over the whole screen, so it just becomes like an interference, and that's one thing I can't stand about the game. But overall, the story is good. It has to be. The visuals, I don't know what people are complaining about, or before, I think when it was going to be the 720p thing, people just thought the game was going to be ugly, but it rivals the game Rise Son of Rome as far as visuals go, in terms of just graphics, raw graphics. It looks really good. Right now, I'm on Act 4, and there's no real sprinting. You have this time warping move you can do, but a standard sprint like running, they don't have in that. I thought that was odd, but overall, besides the negative points, I'm really enjoying what I'm playing. I almost forgot to do the podcast because I was still playing.
Oh no!
So I mean, when the game does that, I've skipped a few podcasts for some games, and when a game does that, I mean, that's only a good thing, because it's like you keep wanting to play, and follow the story, and the story is easy to follow, and the game is good. It's fun to play. It's addicting, and when you beat it, when you play it and you finish, you're gonna want to play through it again, and that's what can't wait for. I only can't wait to beat it so I can go through and play it again. But it's a really good game, man. I mean, it would be a shame to see how many people miss out on this game. Like I said, I'm one of those type of people that I'm going to play a game and I'm going to decide for myself if it's a good thing. I don't like really relying on Metacritic or other people to tell me if this is the game for me. But Quantum Break, I've been looking forward to for a long time, and so far I am satisfied. I have a few misses here and there that I'm not really happy for, but as far as the overall experience, it is a great game, and my review would be up, I don't know, soon.
Your review will be up this weekend, right? Guaranteed.
Oh yeah, it'll be up this weekend. Yeah.
All right, that's what's up. Hey, quick question. So the internet is comparing this game to the likes of The Order 1886, as far as length goes and visuals. So you play the game, we haven't. what do you think about that comparison? Do you think that's fair? Like, is this game, or a real question is this game 6 hours like The Order was? That's what I'm hearing.
It's from what I'm seeing, it is a short game because, like I said, I got it last night. I played from 1:30 to 2:30. I played an hour of it, and then I started playing again at 9. But it depends. I really can't make that judgment because I haven't completed the game. I'm one act away from completing the game. There's 5 acts, and I think in each act has like 3 parts, if I'm not mistaken. So I wouldn't compare it to The Order for the simple fact. My problem with The Order was I liked The Order. I did like The Order, but the problem was the stuff that I like about The Order, it wasn't enough of. So gameplay, it was limited in The Order. You know, the gunplay was limited, and I feel like all you did was walk around. It was like a game that you walk around and you enjoy. Wow, damn, this game looks good. So in a way, it has a lot more action than the Order has. If you want to say time-wise, then I'd be like, that's the only thing. If you're going to compare all short games and say they're similar because all these games are short, then you can compare fucking bananas to apples then. You know, because it doesn't relate to the Order at all as far as there's no comparison except for the time limit. So it is in a short game, but it was meant for you to play twice. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So, like, it's like Until Dawn. Like, Until Dawn is not long, but you got to play a good multiple times before you're like, okay, I get it. You know, so you end up throwing more hours into the game than the game is actually is. If you play just one playthrough of Quantum Break, you don't really get the full idea. And then if you're playing on the normal difficulty or easy difficulty, I went straight to hard. Then you're probably gonna breeze through the game. And so I can see somebody beating the game maybe 5-6 hours if they're playing on easy or normal, and then and they're skipping the episodes. You know what I mean? I'm skipping the 22-minute shows. So that's the only way I can see it. I'm not going to say it's dramatically longer. It's probably, in terms, I would say this game is probably 6 to 8 hours long. But if that's the only thing I can compare to The Order, that would be it. That would literally be it. Is the length of the game. But a game like The Order, you didn't really have to play through twice to get an idea of what you were doing.
Yeah, I get you. The only thing I see out here in these streets is a little bit of hypocrisy going on, because with The Order, you know how when that thing came out, everybody was jumping on it. They beat it in 6 hours or so. Then you got all these like bad reviews. You got people talking trash about it because it's 6 hours and this and that. And you know, you got a game like Quantum Break. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, the length of a game, 6 to 8 hour single player story driven game, if it's 6 to 8 hours, I consider that like okay, right? I mean, it definitely could be longer, but I consider that okay as long as the game is good. But at the same time, we had all this flag going on when The Order came out, but I'm not hearing much of that with Quantum Break. Why do you guys think that is? Do you think that?
I think you're still hearing it. You're just not hearing it from the you're hearing it, but you're hearing it from the public. The Order, what you heard about The Order was for the well, it was Donald Trump, where the silent minority, the silent minority.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's the outcry with The Order. Let's get this one thing straight. Me personally, I don't care if a game is 6 hours long, 8 hours long, even 5 hours long. If I'm entertained for those 5 or 6 hours, then I'm happy. That was the thing. If you check my review, you would think somebody like me that had bashed The Order as far in my review score. I gave her The Order like I think a 7.5 or an 8 or something like that, right? But my problem is not the problem because it was just too short. It was the stuff, the game itself, the gameplay was too short. The game itself, for a game like The Order, was long. It was long because the cutscenes that you couldn't skip, that drug out, and you just had to watch, and it kind of became a bore. And then when you finally got to the gameplay, it was like, all right, I want to enjoy this. And then you got to enjoy it, and damn, it was over. You had to fucking watch a damn near 2-hour cutscene. The thing is that with you're gonna hear the same shit in regards to Quantum Break of how people are gonna over exaggerate, say it's trash. There's already people giving it like 4s and low scores and people making YouTube videos. It's happening. You don't see it because
I don't
you're
even
on the
hear nothing like that.
No, you don't see it because you're on the side of the PlayStation. When it was your game, right? Like I'm not to say I'm not pinning you as a fanboy or anything like that. But the Order, you represent the Order, right? Because the Order is a PlayStation exclusive.
Right.
So when you were excited for that game, you heard everybody coming at it, damn, it was Xbox fanboys everywhere, it was media everywhere on this game. But now the thing is, on your side, you're not seeing it because it's not the same level of rage or anger or jealousy or fanboyism that's coming out at the game. I see it, but the thing is, if it was a year ago, I would probably be making a response video right now. But the thing is, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that you don't see it yet. But I'm telling you, I can probably type in a Quantum Break or something like that on YouTube, and I'll find a lot of my peers with already impression videos, or videos trashing it, or tweets trashing it. If you look on Twitter right now, it's being thrashed. You know what I mean? It's whether it's deserved or not. Go into the Windows Store. If you go to the Windows Store, right, and a review on the games. It's most of the reviews are ones, and you want to see. And the crazy thing is, it's not even from people that actually sat there, downloaded, and played through the game. It's people that hate the Windows Store and hate that it's not on Steam.
Wow.
So it got scores big. I'm reading. I was like, damn, if I was a customer looking to buy this game on PC, I'm not getting an accurate review of it because they're just mad because they're not able to buy it on Steam. And I'm like, that's crazy. This review is not helpful. But I'm saying it may not be the level of the same level of I guess attack against it, because there are some people who sincerely like Quantum Break.
It's not the same level of attack. No, it's not.
But you got to think about the timing when these games came out. The Order came out was it 2015 or 2014? It came out early in the year.
It was last year.
Yeah,
2015.
All right, so it came out February 2015. The Order was delayed a couple times. Quantum Break was delayed a couple times too. But the thing is, the Order was oh my god, you know what I mean? It was from what we saw, it was a shooter. When we first seen it, graphically, it was oh my god, this is the shit. You know what I mean? It was originally supposed to be a launch game, so the hype around the Order was much higher than the hype around Quantum Break at their time. You know what I mean? We've had the Xbox people already got their games that we were waiting for. You know, we already got Halo 5, we already got Gears of War and stuff. Those games came and went. So there was hype for Quantum Break, but it was never through the roof Uncharted 4 hype or anything like that. It was just it's on the radar. It wasn't over the radar. It wasn't super hot. We knew it was coming, and people were excited for it. The Order, however, was getting ready before it was even touched a GameStop or Best Buy. It was getting compared to Gears of War, Halo, the next generation. It was going to be this awesome masterpiece based on looks alone. People seen the over the top cover shooting. First thing people thought was Gears of War. So, and at the time the Order was coming out, PlayStation didn't have much as far as games, a big punching exclusive, and the Order was that. The Xbox already had that. So I can see if this was the game for Xbox. There's still 3 games that's bigger that's supposed to come to Xbox this year. At the time when the Order came out, it was the Order and pretty much Drive Club in that window. You know what I mean? So, but the Order was supposed to be that game, and when it finally hit, people were like, "This is some bullshit." You know what I mean?
But Quantum Break is kind of that game right now for Xbox though too. I mean, it kind of is. Right now.
You can say it depends on how you look at it. It depends if you're the users. For example, me, I was excited for the Order. Right? That's why I at the time when I originally bought the PS4. That's the reason
why you bought the PlayStation.
That's the reason why I bought the PS4. I was excited for the Order. Quantum Break was never my number one game. I had Halo was always my list. I'm spending I'm staying up all night. I didn't even play Quantum Break at 12:01 like I generally do with my big games that I'm interested in. Gears of War is that game for me this year. Gears of War 4. You know what I mean? It's how can I say this? It's it's the big exclusive now. It's because it's an exclusive and it's the newest game. But it's not this big like, oh, we're about to do gangbusters, we're about to sell out the store and hold crazy midnight events type of game. You know what I mean? It was, we knew it was going to be a great game, but the thing is, it still had an idea of like, okay, this game's going to be all right. It's by Remedy. You know, we're thinking Max Payne, we're thinking this, but it didn't have that push like games like The Order has, or a game like Halo would have, a game like what's the Gears of War will have, or something like that. It was like more like like Tomb Raider, pretty much. You know what I mean? Tomb Raider is like, you know, it's not going to be bad. You know what I mean? It's like they would have to mess up for it to be. So when Tomb Raider came, there was no really backlash or nothing to diss on it. You know what I mean? You could like pick and choose and nitpick something about Tomb Raider that you didn't like. Most things people didn't like about Tomb Raider is that it wasn't on any other console. So the first thing people pointed about Tomb Raider is that, oh, it didn't sell too great. Xbox aren't buying games and whatnot. So that was the only negative thing about Tomb Raider, because it didn't sell enough. So and people were celebrating that it wasn't a success. But like I said, Quantum Break is not really in a position to be compared to The Order. It's like either you like it or you're not. You're like, all right, the game is short, but it's not getting the same.
I agree.
Disrespect it's not getting the same criticism as The Order. But but where are we comparing it to? Why did we give The Order the criticism that we did? It's the expectations. We didn't expect Quantum Break to be a long game. You couldn't expect Quantum Break to be a long game. It has a TV show attached to it. It's a single player. The only thing and plus all the shit that was coming out on the game before it came out, kind of like dwindled people's expectations. There was leaked reviews, you know, that already came out. So, but like I said, if you haven't seen it yet, you're going to see it soon somewhere out of the woodworks. It's got to happen.
Well, I had better see it, sir, because justice needs to be served in these streets. No, but look, but the thing is, dude, is a lot of back and forth in the community between, you know, we all know PlayStation, Xbox guys. We like to go at it. We like to have fun and all that stuff. But it's always a lot of back and forth goes on. Like, okay, you Xbox guys diss The Order, right? Quantum Break comes out. We expect the same level of hate and hypocrisy. You know, we expect the same level of hate because it's about the same length, right? So we're like, okay, why is there not that much hate? Because it's about the same length, right? It's a big Xbox exclusive. Order was a big PlayStation exclusive. So we're like, okay, why there's not a big level of hate for this game? Me personally, I don't really care to that extent. I just see the back and forth go on, and I figure it'd be something, you know, good for us to talk about, see what you guys think about, especially you kids, since you actually play both games. But you know, it's always this back and forth that goes on with us, and I don't know why. I don't know why we do this. Is it really that fun? Is it really worth it? I don't know.
What is it? What? Oh, like the bickering?
Yeah, the bickering. Yeah, the back and forth. Yeah.
You know, here's the thing about people. It's like people. It's always somebody that want to be that person. Like, you know, I didn't like this. I didn't like this game. You know what I mean? Nobody dislikes games for disliking the game. Here's the thing. Here's the problem. Think about all the trash ass games we got, right? That came out. I'll tell you, there has never ever been, like, so far in this generation, a whack multi-plat game that get thrashed is not a game, an exclusive that didn't meet your expectations or didn't meet somebody else's expectations. You know what I mean? Let a game like when Doom comes out and we all find out that it's whack, because we pretty much know it's gonna be like when Doom comes out, it's not gonna get any criticism. But let Uncharted 4 or let a PlayStation exclusive come out and it's meh. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's just it's gonna get thrashed. The next Xbox game, whether it be Recore, Sea of Thieves, Gears 4, let it get like an 8 or below on Metacritic, it's getting thrashed. It just happens. But if it's a game like Destiny, The Division, or something like that, nobody cares. Nobody cares to talk about it. Nobody cares to voice their opinion. Nobody cares to bash anybody else. If a multi-plat game is whack, it has to be an exclusive game.
Because it's that fuel. It's that fuel to the fire. It's that ammo. That's what it seems to be about. And what my thing is, dude, it's like I don't think it's really fair to the games developers and all that stuff. Really, the way people go at it, I'm fine with healthy debates. I'm fine with people having honest opinions about stuff. But when it's driven by this retaliation, revenge motive, that's what kind of gets on my nerves about things, because you really don't get true opinions. Like, you can't really go on social media and get true, honest opinions. There's only a handful of people that I trust. And it shouldn't be like that. We have so many YouTubers, so many different personalities, but everybody's hearts are attached to platforms to the extent that, oh, you dissed my game, now yours is coming out, now I'm gonna diss yours. That's the whole mentality. Like, what is this? What is this, rap beef, nigga? Like, what is this? Like, East versus West? I don't get it.
Man. When you put on that, that console Medal of Honor, you rock with it to the death. You know what I mean?
We just gotta be honest. Just be freaking honest.
It's crazy. Here's the thing: is I don't mind. Believe it or not, I don't mind fanboyism to a degree. Like, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? You like your brand, you like your product, you defend it. I understand, but people go leaps and bounds. See, people call me like whatever. They say I'm a corporate slave and all this other stuff. I defend Xbox, or I talk about my like for Xbox brand the same way I talk about my likes for the Pepsi brand, the same way I talk about my likes for like the Apple brand, which I really don't like Apple like that, but I feel like they got this grasp on this market that you'd be dumb to go elsewhere. But just like my likes for like freaking like Samsung TVs over Sony TVs, you know what I mean? It's just always been like that with me with certain products. Sneakers, Converses over Nikes. That's just always been me. It's just like like I don't.
That's how it is for most human beings. That's how it is for most of us,
But the thing is, here it's just like there's no sense of like normal. Like, it's like everything's a problem. Like, I don't know if you've seen, but this kid is sending me messages.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Xbox,
literally
on Xbox, just like, like you suck Phil Spencer's dick, and I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, play a game. Like, you really just logged into Xbox Live to like just thrash me and talk about Uncharted? I was like, are you serious?
Yeah,
it's not that serious.
That dude has no life.
I was like, I don't do this thing. I don't do this full time. I really don't. I'm like, dude, I'll go on, make a video, I'll state my opinion. Don't contact me 24 hours a day regarding this shit. It's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean?
Man.
Yeah, but we got into this. So fanboyism. Has it ruined this generation? Has it ruined gaming? Because Nick, you brought up a good question. Like, can you please repeat the question you asked in last episode?
Oh man, I don't remember, my brother. What was it? It was dealing with fanboyism?
No, you said the next generation of consoles, like, should we expect?
Oh yeah, for the next generation consoles, should we expect them to deliver 4K, because 4K is basically by then going to be, the expectation. Like, just like 1080p is the expectation now. Do we really need to expect that out these consoles for next generation? Even though we all kind of agree that we don't think they're going to be able to give us that by next generation, but do they actually have to do it now? Like because of the expectation from the community?
No, I don't think so. I think the best they're going to get is 1440p, 30, maybe.
30? No, we need to get up to 60. Like,
it'll have to be 60, but they'll probably get 30. I mean, I don't know how. Like, computers, I know the hardware updates, like, what, it was like every 9 months, something like that. But I don't know if prices will go down enough to where it'll be affordable for 4K. Because as of right now, I think you need like 2 980s to do 4K 60, 4K 30. I don't know. I only have one, and that does 1440 fine. But even that was like $700. So I don't know if within, like, what, 2019, would you say that's the next gen is going to start? 2019, 2020?
It will be ideal, I think, but I think somehow, I think the next generation of consoles are going to be literally not even next generation of consoles. I think it's going to be an upgrade to what you have. Not quite a new Xbox, like you would call it the Xbox 2 or whatever you call it. Did my Xbox just turn on? It did. Oh my god. Not quite the Xbox 2 or the PS5 or anything like that. I just think it's going to be some modified versions of them because, believe it or not, even though we said that we want the console cycle to last, not to last as long as it did, I think the goal was to get the console life cycle to last a little bit longer to get, whether if they're getting more newer versions of the same consoles that are out there. I don't know. I mean, ideally, I wouldn't be surprised if anywhere between 2018 to 2021, or if we get literally a new type of Xbox or a PlayStation in 2017 that are still in line with the Xbox One and the PS4.
To a point where they're just upgrading it like that?
Yeah. I don't know how they would do it, but I don't think it would be a thing where I was like, okay, we're going to upgrade our graphics cards in the system or our memory, anything like that. It's literally going to be like the same console running like the same stuff, just better equipped, and they'll do it by keeping the same interface, like on the when you turn on your new box, and it's going to be like the same thing. It's just going to be. It's pretty much a part of a product line. That's how I see, at least how I see Xbox doing it, So, but I don't know. I don't like thinking about it because I feel like it hasn't been long enough, and I feel like I just got my Xbox.
Yeah, I'm not ready. I hope they don't rush this thing because they got so much potential, so much they could do, so many games that could be brought out. I'm hoping that we don't see a new console life cycle or whatever it's going to be until 2020 at least. Like seriously. Yeah. And then I guess with the upgrade stuff, we'll see how it pans out because we'll really get a determination of how it's going to work out when we see what this PS4K or 4.5, whatever you call it, is actually going to be. I think that'll give us an indication of where they're headed. Because if PlayStation comes out with it and it turns out to be more than just 4K Blu-ray player or whatever, then Xbox is going to respond. Microsoft's going to respond. They're going to do similar and that's going to set a new trend, so we'll see. We need confirmation on that. I'm tired of all them damn rumors.
It's probably not till E3 though.
You know what's crazy though? The crazy thing is just to go back to what you said is that how with resolution gate 720p, 900p, 1080p, because how bad they done made this this generation with it has to be this. It has to be that, you know what I mean? It's like, what happens when the next console puts out only 1080p 60 frames per second? Is it, are we living, and then we lose our shit when a game is 900p 60 frames per second. When it's not quite 1080p, you know what I mean? It's like, what happens? Because if that's not the standard, if that's not the thing that sets off the generation, do we go through the same thing crying about it?
Nah, I think fanboys will just find something else to argue about.
Yeah. No, it'll never be enough. And like we were talking about in the last episode, the whole resolution thing from 720 upscale to 1080, we all know realistically you really can't tell much of a difference, if anything at all. A significant jump in resolution will be 1440, 4K and stuff. That's when we're talking about some true definition, a true difference. Now, let's say we, for the sake of argument or whatever, let's say PS4K releases and they're native 1440p or whatever, and Xbox is running 720 900p. Then you got something to talk about. That's a significant difference to me. But this whole 720 900p 1080. Dude, you're really not telling much of a difference because the upscale's almost perfect. So that whole argument is just another bullet in the chamber for the fanboy community.
Yeah, it's it. And it'll be something I really don't want to freaking stick around for, honestly. But that is true. The significant difference. I feel like with these two consoles, it's it's like it's so bad when you're talking about power struggle. I feel like honestly, I'm talking to you, Nick. As a PlayStation fan, right? I feel like they have more of an argument to call their like console a beast, like the PS3 a beast, like versus the Xbox 360, than they do now. And even though unfortunately most of the games didn't show it until like the later years, with the PS4 and Xbox One, when they run in the same games, the only thing is resolution, and everybody keeps saying not every Xbox game is 720p. I can count literally maybe on a hand and a half of the games that were 720p. They're either 900p or 1080p. But the thing is, the difference is for the most time is 1080p, 900p, and then somehow people magically know, oh, there's a difference. The PS4 is a beast. Like when they're talking about games. In graphics comparison, they talk about PC and they talk about Xbox. The PC will outdo the Xbox, but people would fail to say the PC will out. Nobody says PC will outdo a PS4. It's like the PS4 is like on par with the PC or something. Like I really don't know why the belief is there. So my thing with the thing about the PS4 is that if the resolution isn't even like that key. I feel like when I'm playing Star Wars Battlefront, when I'm playing like Batman and stuff, like games that I played on both platforms, I'm like, okay, where's the freaking big difference? Where is the difference? You know what I mean? Because my eyes isn't adapt to see a strand of grass 30 miles into the game, to draw distance into the game. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna notice that. I want to see like back in 2002, 2003 when the Xbox and the PS2 was out, you had a significant difference. You said that's PlayStation, that's Xbox, and that's the GameCube, where there was a dramatic difference. When you're calling on to Digital Foundry to tell you which game looks better by a tad bit, we have a problem. It's not right.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that I represent the PlayStation community. You represent the Xbox community. I think from the PlayStation community perspective, what we're looking for is just the acknowledgement that PlayStation is more powerful. I think the reason being is because a lot of the Xbox guys, they will downplay that it is more powerful, even if it's just by a little. Like they kind of downplay the fact that some of the games do perform better. Like it may not be a big significance as far as how better it is, but it is a fact. Most of the games do perform better, even if it's just by a few frames, a few resolution or whatever. It is a fact. They do perform a little better.
Here's the problem I have with that, Nick. Here's my biggest gripe with that. Because the thing is, where it becomes a problem. They start celebrating when a game is running 22 frames on the Xbox One and runs 23 and a half frames on the PS4. I'm like, why is that why is that a victory? We all should be disappointed. At this point, we should all be disappointed. It was when Fallout came out, it was like, oh, the Xbox fell to 0, while the PS4 fell to, like, I don't know, 6 or something like that. I don't know. It was like, well, why is that a victory? There should be no moral victories there.
Yeah,
yeah, that's really sad right there.
And the other thing that gets on my damn nerves is every time an Xbox game is under 1080p, it's a big deal. It's a new video. It's a new clickbait. It's a new article. But let a PlayStation game, literally a PlayStation game, a game run 900p on a PS4, it's nothing at all. No deal, no nothing. It's all right, whatever. It's fine. It's not that nobody dares to make a video. Nobody dares to write an article.
I would agree.
It's a keynote.
I agree. There's definitely a lot of hypocrisy in the community, and it goes back to that whole thing, this back and forth, getting revenge for something someone else said and just using ammo to fire the gun. But yeah, to your point, it is not a victory if games are running in less than 30 frames on any platform. It is a total defeat. I definitely agree with that. But it's the whole ammo thing, man. It's like you say something bad about my platform, I'm waiting for something to slip up on yours, and I'm going to hit you back. It's really what it's all about, and that's why the community as a whole has no credibility in my eyes, honestly.
The crazy thing is, here's the thing, you know what I mean? And I tried, I tried to do a couple of things to, to switch up. This is one thing I'll tell you, one thing I'll do. I've never done anything to try to prove that I'm not biased and that I'm not gay. If anything, I've always proved to you that, hey, I am biased, I am a fanboy, but I would never sit there and alienate, thank you, alienate myself from something, you know what I mean, from experiencing something. I'll tell you one thing. When it comes to like playing on consoles or just playing on something that you prefer, I had a PlayStation. I had three of them. Believe it or not, I had three of them bad boys. I had a OG one, a Batman themed one, and a Dark Vader Star Wars themed one. It's not just about really playing games. You play a game, you're like, all right, I'm playing a video game, but I feel like it's everything else that goes with enjoying these games. You know what I mean? You can give me, let's say, what was my favorite multiplayer? All right, believe it or not, let me say my favorite multiplayer game in the last 4 months was a Star Wars Battlefront. Right?
Mm-hmm.
When I was on a PS4, if you had me as a friend, the game you see me playing from like November to like, because it felt like a long ass month, from maybe November to like early January, when you see me on the PlayStation, you see me playing Battlefront.
Right.
And I also have Battlefront on the Xbox One too. So the thing is, what kept me on Battlefront was a fun game. I had a couple of friends that I got to buy that game on the PS4, so we can play together and whatnot. But that's the only thing that I was going back for. Obviously, I can play it on the Xbox One and stay comfortable and stay playing on the Xbox One, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you give me a multi-plat game right now, you give it to me on both platforms, I'm going to play it on probably my preferred platform. I don't care if it's 720p or 1080p on this platform, because Battlefront 720p on the Xbox, and I think 900p on the PlayStation, right? All right, so that was a perfect example. Now I love Battlefront, and I enjoyed playing it on the PS4, but once I got playing it on my Xbox, where I'm comfortable, I was like, well, damn, you know what I mean? And I would just go on just for the hell of it. All right, I'm gonna play it on PlayStation because I have it on here too. But at the end of the day, and even with you, Nick, if you had an Xbox, right, take all your favorite any game that you like playing, The Division, if you're into it, right? You know what I mean? You get it on Xbox, you get it on PlayStation right now. What are you gonna play it on? Are you gonna play it on your Xbox or are you gonna play it on your PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Why?
I'm gonna play it on the PlayStation because the PlayStation first, my preferred platform, like you stated. I like the community better. There's just things about the PlayStation that I like better. So yeah, I'm gonna get it on the PlayStation. And if I had an Xbox, I would only get exclusives on the Xbox. I mean, that's how I would play it. I mean, so yeah.
Yeah, that's the same for me too, really.
See, it makes sense. See, I'm never gonna hate on somebody that just says, I prefer the PlayStation, because I understand how it feels. It's like there's games that I had on both platforms, and like, all right, let me test like if I can do it. If anytime I get a game multi-plat, I already know I'm going to get it on the Xbox. It's just that it's the comfort, it's the controller, it's even the dashboard, it's my friends, it's where everything is. It's just what I'm used to. Remember, I feel like I'm following the same thing from like when the 360 was out. So it's like it's just this ultimate comfortability. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, once you put that game in, you forget what resolution it is. You forget how many frames you're running. You know what I mean? Unless you're playing on PC or like you really just forget, and you're just like, all right, I'm playing a game, and boop, oh, there's a party invite from my homeboy. You know what I mean? It just becomes like an experience now. And the thing about the PlayStation that had me was like, okay, why do I have the PlayStation? All right, I'm gonna get it for exclusive, and then I'm gonna play some games on it. Maybe I play games like Uncharted, maybe Tomb Raider. I feel there's games like third-person games I feel are better on PlayStation. So when I had it, it was just like, okay, I was like, I want to have my PS4 because I don't want to miss out on anything. But when I had it, I feel like I wasn't missing out on anything. If anything, I was doing it a disservice because I was buying like PlayStation Now passes and they were expiring, and I didn't even like take advantage of it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then like games, like I said, I enjoy games like Battlefront. I enjoy some of the exclusives like Infamous, The Order. What else? Drive Club. I put some hours.
You like Drive Club?
Yeah, it was a decent game. I gave it a decent score. People, like I said, people think because
I thought you hated Drive Club for some reason.
no. Here's the thing, but people got confused, right? It was one thing about me. I'm actually consistent. It's all hell. In December, when did Drive Club came out? Drive Club came out in. Did it come out in like October month? October.
Yeah, it's like October
Of 2014, right?
Right.
All right. I think in September or August, I made a video of that year. I made a video saying, "Don't buy Drive Club. Is broken, is unfinished and broken." Right. That's what I said. And I made this video. It's probably one of my first videos to hit like so many thousand views, but I got so much hate for it. Like so much hate for the video. And the thing is, in this video, right, I wasn't like just bashing the game, but just saying, hey, it's gonna have problems. It's broken. This is before the game was actually out. So I said it's gonna have problems, and I was like, I'm still interested in the game. I'm just not buying it until February when the game is fully complete and all the patches are done and their add-ons. And that's exactly what I did. People forget that I said that. They would just focus on the time that I said it was broken and it was whack. Unfortunately, when it came out, it wasn't all that. It needed to be patched up. And it was a normal game by, I don't know, March or freaking April or something like that. And I felt fine with my purchase then.
Right.
But, no, I didn't get credit for that. But
of course you did. It's because of who you are, Kid Smooth. But you know the thing is the about this fanboy thing, back and forth and all that stuff. Like I was saying, it is healthy in my opinion. I have no problem with the console wars whatsoever. In fact, I am a fanboy. You're a fanboy. We're all fanboys to a certain extent, honestly. We all have our preferred platforms. There's nothing wrong with that. The only thing I got a problem with ever in this community is people being dishonest. Just dishonesty based on hate for another platform, hate for another group of gamers. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to represent your preferred platform. It's okay to tell us why you like what you like and why you dislike what you dislike or whatever. But the problem I got with the community as a whole with this fanboy crap is just the dishonesty. That's the only problem I really got with it. Because, you know, honestly, for me, you know, I prefer PlayStation because to me, they got the best exclusives. They got more games. You know, I can go on and on why I prefer PlayStation. But also, I can see some reasons why you prefer Xbox, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. I can give Xbox credit where credit is due, but at the same time, I can criticize Xbox, and people shouldn't get offended about that, because if I see things on the Xbox end that I don't agree with, I should feel free to state that, you know, and at the same time, on the PlayStation end, I got things I got a problem with. But at the end of the day, I'm always going to be honest about it. Am I biased? Sure, of course I am. I only have one freaking console. Of course I'm going to be biased. That's all I know is PS4. But at the end of the day, I don't hate Xbox just because it's Xbox. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I don't hate Xbox, period. But, you know, you see what I'm saying? It's like people got this mentality that we're in a gang. Like, I'm a Crip, you're a Blood. Like, what the hell is this? What is really going on? Like, I just don't get it. It lacks integrity. Community lacks honesty, and that's the problem I got with it. Period, with this whole fanboy console war thing, since we're talking about it. I mean, back in the day, I might write an article on this, but back in the day, we had reasonable fanboy wars. You know, I was Sega Genesis. My neighbor was Nintendo. I would tell them why Sega is better. Like, we had blast processing. We had the fastest games. Sonic the Hedgehog was killing that Mario, son. You ain't got nothing on this. Nintendo, big thing was they had the most colors. Like, oh no, we got 32,000 colors. We're the best, whatever like that. But it never resorted to lies and deceit, and it never resorted to me hating you because you like Nintendo. It never resorted to that back in the day. It was a decent fanboy war. Like, seriously. Nowadays, I don't know what the hell happened to us, man. I really don't. It's blown up into like the ugliest shit I've ever seen in my life, to be honest. So, but anywho, that's my spiel. What's next?
Well, we can still keep this going. It's a good discussion. How about Matt, man? What do you feel on this discussion we just had? Because me and Nick been going back and forth.
Well, as far as fanboys, it's entertaining. I'll give it that. But again, what Nick said, the problem I have with it is the straight up lying, because you can just look the stuff up and you know it's not true, and they'll say it till they make you believe it, and then you're like, wait, am I wrong? And then you'll start doubting yourself, and you're just like, no, I'm not. And then you'll just go back to what you're doing. Because I'll watch some of these videos just because it makes me laugh, but it doesn't sway my opinion on any of it. I just kind of tune it out. That's my thoughts.
Yeah. What about you, Naruto? I know you're a PlayStation guy too.
Yeah, I'm a PlayStation guy. That's my preferred console. But I don't hate Microsoft, and I'm actually like a PlayStation player that actually bashes the PlayStation because I want it to do better. So that's what's different about me. But this whole fanboy mess, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, people arguing with facts, spreading lies, and they're just going with speculations, and it's just crazy. Like, it's really weird. Like, people can't have decent conversations or like debates over gaming topics. Um, it really needs to change. I don't know what will it take for a change to happen, but it needs to happen ASAP.
Yeah. I'm with you. You know what I mean? But it's crazy. It's never going to end. I just
Never.
want to know.
Never.
I want to know. The thing is, there's always been fanboys. There's always
Yes.
been fanboy wars. I just didn't realize it ever being as bad as like this year. Is like people will say they will dedicate the rest of their internet lives to it. And it's like I remember the fanboy awards I was a part of what took place in the cafeteria, in the lunchroom, and stuff like that, or in a study hall, or our PE classes. You know, the classes you ain't do shit in. That's where when like this stuff when the 360 came out, PS3 came out, and the Wii came out. Those conversations. The thing is, it's crazy. It was like I'm trying to think what was our key arguments, and I think our key arguments were the games. Well, we got Halo. You know what I mean? And like Halo's better than Killzone. That used to be the argument. And like, it's like, we got Super Smash Brothers, and none of you guys have like a Super Smash Bros. Games or the characters that have a Super Smash Brothers game. So, and that was really the back and forth, but it never like went anywhere. It's like I play on this console because it's like it's better. Like my best friend, like when I was a PlayStation person, he was an Xbox person, and the thing is, our primary arguments weren't like, oh, your game looks better and stuff like that. My argument was SmackDown is better than Raw. War is Raw. Like the show Raw is better than SmackDown. I'll give you that. But the game, SmackDown is a much better game than fucking War is Raw. Raw is War, and the other one that was on GameCube, WrestleMania 18 and fucking Day of Reckoning. You know what I mean? I felt SmackDown was a better game, so I feel like I was like, that's why I got PS2 and not an Xbox, because SmackDown's the best wrestling game you can get. So those were the arguments. Like, now I got to fucking learn how to count pixels on the damn screen to see how many of them they have to determine if it's fucking worthy of talking about it. You know what I mean?
But I bet you that since social media and the internet is so prevalent these days, that had this stuff been around when the Sega Genesis and the Nintendo were out, we'd probably see some of the same crazy stuff. Because, like, as far as I don't know about you guys, but as far as the crazy people that say all this stuff as far as fanboy wars and stuff, I don't know any of them, and I don't, and that's just you guys arguing with your friends. But I bet if that stuff was social media when we were kids, it would amplify the idiots, just like it does now.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
And one thing Kid Smooth said before, like with like resolution, like you don't worry about that when you put in a game. So like I start to question if these people even play games.
Most of them don't.
Yeah, like it shouldn't be like an issue really.
Just like the dude that messaged me on Xbox, talking all this shit, like all the games are going to PC and I have one. I looked at all his games. He only had like one, I think, Xbox like it's exclusive. The one that he mentions of all the games that are going to PC, all the other games he doesn't have. Like I was like, so why do you care? You don't even have them in the first place, or have no intentions to get them in the first place.
Dog, how do strangers rub you in such a wrong way that they follow you wherever you go just to express how much they hate you? Like, I don't get that, dog. Like, people don't move me like that on the internet. Like, I don't know you people, man. Like,
you know, the crazy thing, this is how I look at like the fanboy wars. You know what I mean? And like I said, and I get discouraged talking about like the subject of fanboys because I'm a self-proclaimed fanboy, and people are like, why are you talking about fanboys? You say Xbox is the best buy. You engage in this stuff. I'm like, to an extent. Here's the thing. I think the fanboy wars, it's like, it's not even about being dedicated to the platform. It's about being dedicated to a team and a group of people. I feel like it's like being in high school. You know what I mean? You're like, all right, I need to fit in, and then I'm going to follow that until this one dies off, and I have to go into a group where I need my calling ground. I need where I fit in. A lot of these people didn't fit in high school. They didn't fit in real life. They didn't fit in their network or real life network. So they found this community where people share the same interests, and there's some people that share the same interests that are popular, so they follow that. So in this case, with the fanboy board, there's some people that don't even really give a damn about the game or the console, whether they have it or not. It's like, all right, so this is the trend, this is what everybody's saying, and this is on my side, so I'm going to rock with it. You know what I mean? If they see if they see a popular person say a Kid Smooth sucks at games, or Kid Smooth is a corporate slave, they're going to ride that wave, and that's just what I'm going to be to them, regardless if they know me or not, or play the game with me or not. That's just what it is going to be. That's going to be the wave. Oh, this person says Xbox has no games, or it's not worth it to me to buy an Xbox. I can just build a PC, even though I have no intentions on building a PC or the money or anything to build a PC. But I'm gonna ride that wave because it's at least true to me. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of the fanboys are. It's like sometimes it has little to do with the platform, and just really what they're just trying to fit in and be a part of that movement and be in the in crowd because that's more comfortable to them. Me personally, like I said, I didn't buy a PC because all the Xbox games were going onto it. I bought a PC just to be like, okay, you know, hopefully I can get some more early copies of games. Maybe I want to try a game that's in beta first on PC. Remember back in the day, games went on beta on like PC before they even like got into like console. Like, you know, you had to try it out on a computer before you got to try it out on like the console. So I wanted to do that, and I did want to experience the whole cross-platform, cross-buy thing. So it was more of like just a preparation move, just in case. You know, I have it because believe it or not, my hours on console still outdo my hours on PC. So I'm always going to be a console gamer, just like to have the PC, just in case I have a game that I play this game, I want to see how much better it can look, and then I put it on the PC and whatnot. So, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, my brother. We here now, no turning back.
Yeah. All right. So Virgil McGee said up in the chat. He said, Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. I guess that's the new one that's coming out.
Yes.
He says Xbox One and Square Enix partnered with Microsoft to release a limited edition Xbox One, run 20% faster in power saving mode than a regular Xbox One. Please discuss. I don't have any confirmation on this. I would like to talk more about it, but I've been looking for it. The Xbox One, is it an Xbox One Elite that's going to come with Deus Ex? Because the Xbox One Elite is the only Xbox One Elite that runs 20% faster or saves or installs games much faster because it has that new that hard drive in it. It's got a hybrid, right? It has a hybrid drive in it, and that's not in the standard Xbox One. That's the only thing I can't really confirm this because I'm not seeing any on Deus Ex.
We at Hard Night Gamers do not entertain rumors.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. Yeah. So, but if you have confirmation on that, please feel free to drop a link. I think I left the chat open for links. So, It is what it is. Or Virgil McKee. If anything, you can send me an email at kidsmooth@gmail.com. Or, if you follow me on Twitter, send it to my Twitter, and I'll definitely talk a little bit more about it. What else? Oh, did any of you play the Doom beta?
No.
I'll let you guys go first.
You said, who said that?
I said I'll let you guys go first.
Okay.
About that Doom beta. I played it, but y'all go first.
See, I played the alpha, right? And actually for that short time I enjoyed the alpha. I played the beta, and I was like, so the stuff that's in the beta was not in the alpha. So there weren't Spartans in the alpha. There's Spartans in the beta for some damn reason, and they dance like Destiny.
Oh. So
the button that I was trying to use to change my weapon apparently was the button to dance. And I was like, all right. And I was like, all right, I have a problem because this is not Doom. This is like Destiny, Halo with a lot of gore. That I didn't like it. I didn't like mine. Not because I was getting my ass kicked in the beta, but I didn't like it because it didn't feel new. It didn't feel original. It just was another shooter.
Yeah, I didn't like it either, and people were upset with me because I said I didn't like it. But I tried it, dude. I didn't even give it that much of a chance. I'll be honest with you guys. I put the thing. Well, I downloaded it, started it up. I hear this weird, crazy voice. The announcer threw me off like, you are a monster, a demon, and I'm like, what is going on here? Now, granted, I've never played a Doom game before or anything like that, so this is probably norm for Doom, but that threw me off. Yeah, okay, gotcha. So that threw me off. Then I get in the game, and you guys might call me crazy, but it was too much freaking color. Like, that might sound stupid, but this is my opinion. It was too much freaking color. Like, the red, the fire, and everything was just too red. It was too bright. And the movement, I think must be running at, what is this running at, 60 frames?
Yeah.
It didn't seem like a smooth, like, 60. Like, it kind of was making me dizzy, to be honest. Like, I don't know what the hell is wrong with this game.
It's like you're in, like, permanent turbo mode.
Yes, I did not like that, man.
It plays fast.
The weapons, dog. Don't get me started on these weapons. The weapons to me were whack as hell. Like,
they're all power weapons, bro. You got a fucking rocket launcher and a shotgun as your primary and secondary weapon.
That's over the top to me, man. I'm like, what am I doing here? Like, I jump in the game and I got this power weapon and like that only shoots like 3-round bursts. I'm like, how do you switch weapons and stuff? I mean, a lot of it may be ignorance, dude, but my first impressions was after 15-20 minutes, I deleted it. I was like, I can't do this. I didn't even give it 30 minutes.
The base of the game, honestly, is not even about, because you come in with beast weapons. It's all about the shit you pick up in the map, being the first to be the demon because who's like fucking indestructible, or picking up like the extra shields and the extra special weapons that's around the map, because all the weapons that you can put in your loadout are already beastly. Like, if those weapons were in any other game, those are weapons that's your weapon. Like, I'm going to go through the game with the weapon when they give you the shit in your loadout. But Doom, the only thing I was interested in it, but the thing is, the only thing that has like partial of my interest is the campaign. It's supposed to be 20 hours long, but the thing is, I'm like, well, the multiplayer I don't like. How's the campaign going to play? As far as like the mechanics, is it going to be the same, or is what we played exclusive really to like the multiplayer? Does the single player plays with any common sense or no? Like,
I don't know. I don't know. It just turned me off to it. I mean, honestly, they got too many games coming out this year as it is. That's on my radar, and Doom is just one that kind of turned me off. I'm like, I don't even need to be bothered with it now. I mean, somebody else said something about that, like the campaign actually might be good. You may want to give that a chance, but after playing that beta, man, I'm like, I don't even want to be bothered with it, man. Like, honestly, it reminds me of another game that was like similar to that. I'm trying to think of the name. What was
probably
it?
Quake 4?
Something, yeah, it like Quake. What else? It's another game I'm thinking about, but yeah, like Quake. It reminds me of Quake. And then also somebody was saying that it's probably because I don't like arena shooters, because this is an arena shooter. I don't think that's it, because there's a game called Drawn to Death that hasn't been released yet, but I played. That's an arena shooter. I really like that. Unreal Tournament was okay, but it's kind of trash. So
right. So it's on the lines of I don't like Unreal Tournament either.
Yeah,
I think Unreal Tournament. I do not like those type of
I didn't
games.
like that either. So it's not because it's an arena shooter. It's because it was complete trash to me, in my humble yet often correct opinion. Which I have a right to. Thank you very much, Internet. What do you think? Oh, nobody else played it?
No, I didn't play it. I didn't bother with it.
Okay, can you guys do what most of the people on the internet do and just make assumption or give us your opinion based on something you had never played?
Yeah, that's the popular thing to do here.
I can't in good conscience do that. I mean, like from what I've seen, it looked cool. I played Doom and Doom 2, and I was like, oh, more Doom. That was my reaction to it.
See, damn, you played Doom. I think the thing is Doom. Like I try to get back into Doom 1 and Doom 2. It's not my thing. Doom 3, I always wanted to play. I never got to experience it.
Yeah, I didn't play Doom 3 either. Yeah, but this was Doom and Doom 2. That was when I was a kid, man.
I think everybody were kids when
them
things
I
came
haven't
out.
touched it since like probably like 96, 95, something like that.
Oh damn!
Look at Matt's collection. I bet Doom is back there somewhere. I bet you could show it to us.
Nah.
All the games back there.
Nah, I played those on computer. Those are. Well, Doom was on computer. Doom was on computer.
Was. And
that's where I played it anyway. I didn't have the red cartridge for SNES.
And then what else we got here? We
got if you ain't got nothing yet, we got that PS4 system update. It's coming out tomorrow. Have you guys heard about that? The article is on hardknotgamers.com if you guys want to check out the features. But have you guys heard about it? Like what the features are going to be and everything?
No.
Okay, let me read them off for you guys. So we're gonna have some of these features. One is to appear offline. I know, about time. The next one is friend online notification. Okay, and then we got user scheduled events, and we got one called play together. So now some of these features I will agree should have been available from jump. They're basic features like appear offline, definitely, with friend notification as well. But the cool thing about the friend notification thing is you can set it per friend, like each individual friend. So that's a cool thing about that. Now I don't know anything about Xbox. Does Xbox do that, Kids Move?
What?
Where you can set your friend notifications by friend, like each friend, like you can state, hey, this person I want to see when they come online, this person I don't.
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not sure. I know you can turn them off and on, or limit it to just your favorites, because you get like your favorites and then you have your friends. But that's not that's good question. I'm not sure. I have no idea. That's crazy.
But that's one cool thing about this friend notification. You'll be able to do that. And then the other feature I do like is the user scheduled event. So this one basically, you can schedule a gaming event with a single friend, multiple friends, the community as a whole. So I'm intrigued by this because we have the Hard Knot Gamer PS4 community, so I can schedule an event with all the community members and say, hey, this Friday playing the Division, everybody who registers, signs up for it, when the event starts, if they're online, it automatically will throw them into the chat, into the game and everything. So I think that's pretty cool as well. So I mean, it's not a huge update. Obviously, it's 3.5, only a couple of features, but nonetheless, those two got me intrigued. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, still not enough to give me another PS4.
Yeah,
excuse me, Kismu. What do you say, sir?
It's still not enough to make you buy another PS4.
What needs to make you buy another PS4, my good sir, is that Uncharted 4. You should have waited. You should have waited until Uncharted 4 dropped. Play that at least, dude. You should have, because you know you know you're gonna be missing out on Uncharted 4, dude.
Dude, I honestly probably will have one by then. I'm not even like bullshitting. I'm not buying. Like I said, I'm not buying it. You know what I mean? But I know I probably will have one by then. You know,
Now,
I did want to
the first
play.
one, man.
Huh?
You should have just kept the first one. I don't understand how people do that. Just buy it and give it back, and then buy it again. It makes no sense to me.
It's not really like it depends on certain situations. So I had a reason to sell, I think, all my PS4s. My first PS4, I was like, damn, I really want that Batman one. So I traded it in. No,
You traded that one in for the Batman?
I traded it in, for the Batman one.
That
Got
makes
the
more
Batman
sense.
one.
That's reasonable.
My next one was my my good friend. His PS3 finally went out on him, and he was gonna go buy. He was looking to either buy another PS3, or get a PS4, but didn't want to like spend $400 for it. And I was like, yeah, I haven't really played mine like that. I'll sell you mine. You know what I mean? So I sold him mine, and then I ended up replacing mines later down the line to get the Star Wars Battlefront one. So so that's why I had 3 of them. I got rid of this one, like I said, like I had a situation where I was moving again, and like I moved literally like twice in like 6 weeks. And so the second time I was like, you know what, fuck that. I'm not paying for movers or nothing like that. I'm selling fucking everything. I sold everything. The only thing I kept is my Xbox, my computer, and my damn monitor. I was like, something to get me through the board days. Like right now my place is still empty. Like until when I get like a decent day off, I will probably go like finally fill this place up with furniture. But yeah, I like kind of like got rid of everything. Like there were things I didn't even know I sold. Like I sold a lamp. I'm like, why the fuck did I sell my lamp? Like there were things I didn't even know I sold just so I could like just make the move easier because I didn't want to go and get another truck. I just wanted to throw everything in my car and just drive.
You're talking like that PS4 is as big as that Xbox One, dude. What are you talking about?
No, what happened was when I was
he tripping.
What happened was people were like, when I was putting like the stuff online for like sale, people were really had their eyes on like the PlayStation. And I was like, I'll give you this for the PlayStation. I was like, hey. Well, fuck it. You know what I mean? I was like, it was after like the 4th person. I was like, all right, you know what I mean? This person offered this, I'll give it to you.
Man, I don't get it. So who you think's gonna buy you your next PS4? It's gonna be for like your birthday or something? Think somebody gonna buy it for you?
Yeah, my birthday's next month.
So being that it's gonna be a gift, you can't.
Yeah, I don't sell gifts.
Yes, that would be very disrespectful.
No, I don't sell gifts.
So you're gonna be stuck with it this time, and I expect to see you on the Uncharted 4 multiplayer.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm like, do I even bother? Do I just wait for the PS4.4K? That would be worth a wait, right?
Yeah, it depends on what it is. Let's see what this thing is. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, it really. But honestly, though, I do admit it was the wrong time to get rid of it because Ratchet & Clank. Believe it or not, I was looking more forward to Ratchet & Clank than I was looking at Uncharted.
Oh yeah, that comes out this month. Oh, I'm
almost out next week, dude.
I played the shit out of
Oh, damn it!
Same day as Dark Souls 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
Oh, damn. I thought it was going to be the end of the month. They fucking pushed it up?
I'm pretty sure it's... Hold on. Now I'm questioning myself.
It's so boring.
Hey, hold on real quick. We need to vote Golden out of the writer's block because he has just stated that Uncharted is trash. So, yeah, Golden has to go. This man has to go.
He said...
That is blasphemy. He's got to go.
You guys gotta pick one. What game can we call trash? Can we call The Last of Us or can we call Uncharted?
Yeah,
it gotta be one of them.
No, you cannot. No, that cannot be an ultimatum, dude. They're both made by the greatest developers in the world. No, there's no way.
Because you guys already accepted like we could say Infamous and that doesn't care. The Order, we don't care. Drive Club, we don't care. No, it got to be either.
You can call no, sir. This is your options here. Okay, you can call Drive Club trash. I'm okay with you calling The Order trash, but you cannot call Uncharted or The Last of Us trash. No, sir. No, that is blasphemy. You will be stoned and crucified.
Right. Especially not The Last of Us.
No, sir.
God of War.
God of War, not the whole series. Maybe
we can call it trash based on it's the last game that came out.
Part 3. I liked it. I mean, I wouldn't call it bad.
Ascension was.
Ascension. Yes. Based on Ascension. Yes.
Yeah, based on Ascension.
Based
That's
on
my
that.
last
Based on that.
That's my last memory.
Based on that. Based on that alone, then yes, we will let that slide. The PlayStation community will let that slide. I'm speaking for all of them. they're probably gonna crucify me when I get back.
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank and Dark Souls come out.
Take away my PlayStation.
They both come out as well. All right, then damn, I was misinformed. Damn, I thought fucking Ratchet came out on like the 29th. Damn.
Expecting the Ratchet and Clank.
All right, I just won't watch. Like, I just will just be aware not to watch anything on YouTube. Ratchet and Clank was one of my favorite games of all time on PlayStation.
You're not gonna read the official Hard Night Gamers review, sir?
Nope, not until I get it. So, but anyway, I'm not in a rush. These are something that I'm getting to the point. Some of these games don't have to be fucking day one all the damn time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, we are conditioned for day one now.
Yeah, I don't like. You know what I mean? There was times like I remember I had to wait until Christmas to get. I remember what's the last Ratchet and Clank that came out on the PS2? I had to wait till Christmas to get that.
So many of them. I don't remember.
Like freaking Yes, you know what's crazy? Like I got into Ratchet and Clank late, so like I had like over the last 2 years of the PlayStation like life cycle. So 2005. So I think not 2005 because I was Xbox 360 and GameCube out in 2005. So 2003 and 2004 was the year I played the time frame where I played all the Ratchet and Clanks to come out to that point, and then like 2 of the Jak and Daxters. Jak and Daxter ain't have shit on Ratchet and Clank. Just sorry. Naughty Dog didn't hit their prime yet.
I have no opinion on that one. I never played those games.
Yeah, this when PlayStation was actually fucking worth a shit.
Oh, this nigga here.
When they deserved to sell hundreds of million copies.
Look here. You will not be talking bad about PlayStation on my watch, sir. It deserves the sales. It deserves every bit of credibility it is getting.
I'm trying to think what happened. See, here's the thing. The cool thing is like, obviously before online gaming was like a big deal on consoles, the PlayStation was my favorite console. The PlayStation and the GameCube. I still don't understand how I was able to play with the analogs. Oh yeah, because I didn't like first-person shooters too when I was a PlayStation fan. I hated first-person games.
Yeah.
I hated first-person games as a PlayStation fan. That's crazy. I didn't like first-person shooters until I got because I ain't gonna lie, I did like Medal of Honor, and I played my Medal of Honors on GameCube. I feel like the controller was a little bit more adapt to play it. So yeah, I didn't really start getting into first-person shooters, and believe that's weird, right? You get in first-person shooters on the GameCube.
On the game, well, not really, because I wouldn't say Metroid Prime is a first-person shooter, but it's in a first-person perspective. Those are really the only ones I really played.
Yeah, I tried the first-person thing when I was on PS2. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, you know what? Because I was hyping up Killzone when Halo 2 was coming out. So I was like, oh, PlayStation got a better version of Halo, and it was when Killzone was coming out. Now remember that year Killzone came out, Metroid Prime for GameCube came out, and Halo 2 came out. They all was like a month apart from each other, and I got Killzone because I had PS2, and I was like, what the fuck is this trash? I was like, I can't play another game like this ever. That's why I didn't like Halo, because I assumed Halo was the same thing. I never, I played Halo on the original Xbox before when the Xbox came out over a family's friend's house, but I didn't care for it because the controller was too big, and it was like, I was just getting my ass whooped all over the place, so I was like, no, I'll stay away from that. And then it wasn't until Halo 2 came out that Christmas of 2004, my cousin got an Xbox for Xbox for Christmas, when I deeply dove into Halo and beat the campaign and co-op mode and stuff, where I was like, all right. And then, but from that point, the only first-person games I've actually enjoyed were Medal of Honor on the GameCube, like the Rising Sun, and what's the one that came out right before that one. And then I think Call of Duty, the original Call of Duty, I think was either on GameCube or PS2. I had it on, and after that, the 360 came, and then that's all I could play was first-person fucking shooters. Because I was like, this was the greatest controller ever made for first-person shooters.
Yeah, the 360 when I was on that, that's the first time I actually really played shooters. Honestly, with PS2. all I played was single-player games. Now that I think about it, in 360, I actually didn't even get into first-person shooters. It was third-person shooters I really got into with that damn Gears of War. That's my game right there. But that drew me into shooters. Then I ventured off into first-person after that. I'm like, the third-person's pretty good. Let me try these first-person games out. Even though I suck at first-person, and I try to stay away from them as much as I can. But yeah. Yeah, see, and that's the thing, though. Like, people know you as an Xbox guy, but you used to like PlayStation back in the day.
Yeah, I was a big PlayStation fan.
Yeah.
What happened was, like I said, in high school I was a bit. I don't keep saying high school. High school, middle school, I was a PlayStation fan. But my friend, he was an Xbox. He was a Xbox guy. He was to tell me on Halo and how and when Xbox Live came out, he was like, "Yo, you can play online and all this other stuff." And I was like, so when the 3. Like, I remember I used to collect my Game Informers. I used to buy Gaming Pro magazine. I used to buy Electronic Gaming Monthly. But I only had a subscription to Game Informer. I was just looking for every rumor and clue for the next PlayStation and Xbox come out, and I was just, like, on top of it. I was following them like I was following, like, Tupac Alive conspiracies and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right. So I was like, when the consoles are first announced, I'm going straight to GameStop and pre-ordering it. So they always are announced, like that the month of May. We heard about the Revolution, the Nintendo Revolution, because the E3 took place in May back then. We had the Nintendo Revolution, the code name for the Wii, which was I originally was looking for. I wasn't giving a damn about an Xbox and PlayStation at the time when the code name, because the code name for Revolution came out first. I was like, I'm gonna get that because I thought it was gonna be like, you know, a beast version of the GameCube. I didn't think it was going to be that stupid wiki-wacky shit. And so then the Xbox had their show. First it was revealed in the magazine. Then they had their show on MTV to show off the Xbox 360. And I was like, holy crap. I was looking at Perfect Dark. And I'm thinking Perfect Dark, that's supposed to be on the Nintendo Revolution because I was still associating it with Nintendo 64 and shit. I'm like, and then when that happened, I was like, holy crap. And then when they announced you could pre-order it, I had my friend's mom bring me to GameStop. I took my GameCube and my PS2, and I bought the GameStop to pre-order the Xbox 360. And then from like May to like November, I didn't have a console because I was waiting for the 360 to come out. And then Gears of War, like when I seen what Gears of War was gonna look like at the time, this happened when I was like fucking 15, 14. So I was like, the excitement that I felt when these games were coming out, I was like, yo, like, and then when so I was excited for the Xbox 360, and then when the PlayStation showed their conference, and I'm like, what the the graphics and stuff, but I know the PlayStation wasn't coming out right away, so I was like, well, I'm definitely getting a 360, and then it wasn't until next year when the Nintendo and PlayStation showed their stuff off. I wasn't feeling Nintendo because I was like, after experience what I was experiencing on the Xbox 360, it's like there's no way I'm going to that control that.
Yeah, by then they had sunk their claws into you that whole year.
Yeah, that whole year. That's what did it. That's what did it. I already had Xbox Live account set up, my stuff, my stats and everything, achievements. It was just like it was. And then when PlayStation, I was still had an eye on a PlayStation, but $600. When they said $600, you had to think about it. I was 15. I was just like, nigga, I just saved up a whole summer. I just saved up a whole summer to buy the $400 Xbox 360, the one with the hard drive. I was like, there's no way I'm setting up just to buy the cheaper version of the PS3. I wanted the $600 one. And I was like, it just never happened. So, and when the PS3 finally got here, and I was all jealous, and the line of people, and you know, they showing the games, putting the box arts on the games for them. And I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie. Gears of War came out that week, so when the week the PS3 came out, Gears of War 1 came out. So I was like, okay, I didn't feel that, like, I was enjoying the hell out of Gears of War. And I remember the only game I was looking forward to the PS3 that came out on launch, the code name was I9. I liked it when it was called I9, then they changed it to Resistance, Fall 'Em In. So that's what not I9, it was called I8 before it was called Resistance, Fall 'Em In. And so I was like, damn, that's the game that's like, you know, that I want. But when I started looking at the games on IGN, and this is when IGN and GameSpot started to become popular to me because I was moving away from, like, you know, screenshots on Game Informer. And I've seen them, And I was happy because I was a little bit happy because I was like, that Resistance don't look nothing like I8 that they showed last E3. And I was like, you know what I mean? How the games looked ridiculous, out of this world.
Right,
And
right, yeah.
you know what I mean, on PlayStation. And, you know, one thing that validated my purchase of an Xbox 360, because I remember also that same year when Sony was showing all those tech demos. Remember, I wasn't a fanboy then at this point when they were showing these tech demos. I was like, they showed Fight Night, and they showed the punching and the slow motion and the
Oh
cheats.
yeah, I
and
remember
stuff.
that. That was very impressive.
That was very impressive. And I was like, yo. And what happened? You know what happened that fucked that whole situation up? That made me think the PS3 was like the must-have console. What fucked that situation up? PlayStation came out in November of 2006, right? Fight Night came out February 26th, and it looked exactly like that damn demo. And I was like, and it was on the Xbox 360. And I was like, what? The Xbox 360 can do it? And I was like, then that completely solidified my purchase because the Xbox 360 was able to show the graphics that the PlayStation was showing on tech demos. It wasn't obviously exactly the tech demo, but it was close enough where you were like, oh shit. Now I can't imagine what Fight Night would look like on the Xbox on the PS4. Because that shit looked, that's crazy.
They are due. They are definitely due. That's crazy how you your story like that. Like I think if more people actually heard that, they would be like, PlayStation. I mean, Gizmo's not such a bad guy. But no, dog. But yeah, no. Like for me, like I was PS2, then with the Xbox 360, and a lot of people, they look at me now and they're like, oh, this is a PlayStation fanboy. He must have played PlayStation all his life, loved PlayStation all his life. Honestly, last generation, it was all about Xbox 360 for me. That's all I cared about. I actually hated PlayStation. I was heavy into the fanboy wars. I was calling PlayStation all the freaking names that I'm not going to mention on this podcast. So, you know, look, I'm just going to be honest, you know, and I have nothing to hide. But, you know, but it's like basically with me, I go where the games go. You know, I've always been that way. So like, if I'm interested, let's say Xbox 360, they got me with Gears of War. That was all it took. They got me with Gears of War. I was like, and then also that whole year hiatus from anything else being on the market, that helped as well. But it basically solidified me. I was like, okay, Xbox it is. This is what I'm riding with. But then towards the end of the generation of Xbox, they kind of, I think you guys will agree, they kind of started falling off with, you know, exclusives and, you know, other games and things like that. So I started peeping the PlayStation side out, and that's what got me interested in PlayStation. So the games more or less draw me. Long as the platform of my choice has the games that I want, I'm good. You know, of course, the community, all that other stuff, the features, they have a little to do with it, but mostly it's about the games for me. So yeah, I love PlayStation this generation. Not to say, you know, I don't love Xbox or whatever, but PlayStation is my preferred platform. That's what I'm rocking with. But who knows? Who knows when that Gears of War 4 comes out? You don't know what's gonna change. I'm just saying, it's the way it is.
The beta's in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and Fame needs to let me. We live close. Fame needs to let me come over and check it out. Like seriously, that's my joint. But
yeah, I mean, you hear our gaming story, but I try to tell people like, dude, I didn't just wake up and be like, I hate PlayStation. It's the thing is, I don't hate PlayStation. I don't hate any console. Like, you know what I mean? It's just that I like one much more, and that becomes a problem to other people because people literally sit there and they try to analyze how can you possibly like the Xbox over the PlayStation. It's like, why do you like it? I'm like, it doesn't need to be a reason. You know, people like what they like, and it's the same thing right now. Like, people ask me. And I would never have an accurate answer for it. People are like, you have an Xbox and you have a PC. You should have a PC and a PlayStation. Why do you have an Xbox and a PC? It's like, I like what I like. And people got to understand, like, just because you build a PC, it doesn't come pre-installed with all the fucking games that you just had on your Xbox.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
I don't. Y'all can miss me with that PC stuff. I can't get down with it. I just can't. I can't see it. Too much maintenance, too much work, too much money. I can't do it. I don't care.
Dude, honestly, if anything happens to this fucking PC, I don't know what to fucking do, honestly. Like, honestly, this shit, honestly, I will fucking I'll do something, whatever, sell it, replace a part, sell it, and get my damn PlayStation back. Honestly, but, some Golden Reaper says, smooth, PC or Xbox if you had to choose one.
I think you answered that already.
Yeah, it'll be Xbox. Because here's the thing, this is what people got to stop doing. None of us in this room, none of us in gaming is actually playing a game for power. We're not playing for power. I didn't like that's not what we're probably. That was probably one of the things you thought about, but at the end of the day, once you start playing, it's a lost cause. And that's why people, when I tell people Xbox over PC, they're like, "You're dumb." It's like, why are you asking me then? I'm not playing for the same reasons that you are playing on PC for. Some people find it more convenient to play on PC, more comfortable to play on PC. I find it more convenient to play on Xbox, more comfortable to play on Xbox. You know what I mean? I don't play for power. You know, I have power just in case. You know what I mean? There's more to do. I have a PC. One, I need a computer regardless. So why not have a gaming one? You know what I mean? And then and be able to game on it and do my YouTube stuff and be able to do video editing and all this other crap with it. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. I want to be able to do. So yes, Xbox over PC. Let me clear this up. Console over PC. It's always been like that.
Yeah. There we go. That's how it is for me. Console over PC. I'm sorry, PC elitist. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, there are some great perks about gaming on PC. You know, especially once you have when the games are cheaper. There's no monthly subscription to play online, and like I said, I feel like the only reason why I'm comfortable playing on PC is because of Xbox. And the only reason why is because the whole Xbox app and the whole stuff, it kind of makes you feel like you're already on Xbox, but you're not on Xbox. There was one time I forgot I wasn't on my Xbox, but I was in the party. I was playing Tomb Raider, but it was the PC version, but I was in the Xbox party and whatnot, and it just felt like everything just felt comfortable. So I feel like without the Xbox app, I feel like I wouldn't be a part of a community. You know what I mean? I would just be playing. Yeah. Let me just launch this game and play it. The difference, like when you get on your PlayStation, you know you're playing a game, but you know you got this list of friends, you got this party anything that you're. It's not like that on PC. You know what I mean? Unless you're using the Xbox app, or you're gonna jump into Skype. You know what I mean? It's like it's not the same. It is not the same.
The PC life is the lonely one. Lonely one. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, It's very lonely. It's very lonely. Like I said.
That sounds depressing.
Like I said, the game looks great. Games are cheap and whatnot. It's cool. There's nothing. It's not bad about gaming. But here's the thing that you have to think about. The things that I always take into consideration about gaming on PC is that I can't forget it is a computer. Any fucking moment, this shit could catch a bad virus or something could happen and my shit is done. Like, you know what I mean? Something could get wiped out or something like that. You know what I mean? And this thing is done. So, like, I can't forget that. Like, things could just happen, and then I'm not familiar with it. So, I know, like, after a while, they're probably gonna put out a new card. You gotta make sure your stuff matches what's out now. Like, if you want to play this game to the best of its ability, your stuff might not be up to par, and you might want to upgrade that. Otherwise, when you're playing consoles, you don't have to worry about that. Well, the only argument you can say is like, oh, I want to play Battlefront in 900p, so I'm gonna buy a PS4 console, opposed to buying a graphics card to play it in 1080p. Get it? So it is what it is. Like, I like my PC though. I ain't gonna lie. But at the end of the day, you tell me that I only could live with one of my gaming machines. I had to only live with one gaming machine, and you were gonna take the rest. Take everything. Don't take my Xbox.
Yeah, it's gonna be console for me off top. Every time, I just can't deal with it. Somebody in the chat. Anybody else have to say something about that?
I was going to say for me, it would be PC. Yes, I'd be different. Don't hate me or anything, but I like having more power and like expanding like my options with gaming. Like, I like having better deals with games, getting them cheaper. I feel like there's a lot more games for me to choose from on PC, and I can do more things with PC, like work and like gaming. So PC, I would choose that.
Excuse me, EXP. Didn't we start off with you saying you're a PlayStation guy?
Yep.
Yeah, but he also
Well,
bashes PlayStation a lot too.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
okay.
that reverse syndrome. You know how one style for gamer says he's an Xbox dude, but only bashes Xbox.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. See,
yeah,
I wouldn't have
something like
even.
that.
I wouldn't even.
But no, I wouldn't do like that. But I'm just saying, I just had to throw that in.
I expect more from my console.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, that's true. That's a good way of looking at it. Aussie, was it Aussie Gamer?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
what I was
say.
gonna say.
Yo, go ahead. You can read it off. Go ahead.
So yeah, this is the Aussie Gamer. He says, for the uneducated, can you explain how a 720p Quantum Break can be the best looking game on the Xbox One, and why games matter versus just the pixels?
Okay, good question, Aussie. Now I've been advocate for this, and I've been saying this ever since the whole since Resolution Gate started back in September 2013, when the games were rumored to be running at a lower resolution on Xbox One. Here's the thing: I killed this argument several times, but it never gets any justice. I did it sometime with a video of Rise in the Room. Ever since Rise in the Room was confirmed not to be like 1080 and it was like 900p, 30 frames per second, I was like, Resolution Gate should die. If a game, it's like, because people have to forget, people are so fixated on the number of 1080p. Remember, a lot of people don't know what the fucking resolution looks like with whatever 720 or 1080 unless somebody tells them. Somebody has to literally tell you what resolution this game is running in. Not like you going to YouTube and changing the resolution like, all right, that's 1080p. No. When you see a game running live, you can't look at it and say, that's 900p, that's 1080p, that's 720. You can't. Somebody, unless you are a professional and has the proper equipment to tell you that, you have to break down the pixels. So, yes, games matter, resolution don't. And if you don't notice, looking at history, the lower resolution games look better than the 1080p games. You got The Order 1886, 800p. You got Assassin's Creed Unity, 900p. You got Star Wars Battlefront, which was 720 and 900p on both, respectively, on the consoles. You got Rise Son of Rome, which is 900p. Uncharted, which is I think what's the freaking specs on it? Is 900p or on one of them?
Yeah, it's
I think
900p.
multiplayer is 900.
And then the multiplayer, no, I think the multiplayer is 1080, and then the actual single player is 900.
So 900p. Killzone Shadowfall. It's some weird resolution. We know it's not.
No, it's 1080p, sir. It's 1080p.
Nope. Because they use the same thing. Only reason why I'm not giving you credit, I would have given it credit for being 1080p, but this is the same shit they used in Quantum Break, and we're not calling Quantum Break 1080. They did the same thing.
Oh, really? They do the same thing in Quantum Break?
Killzone Shadowfall. Yeah, they did the same thing, just to a different extent. So, but the thing is, Killzone gets credit for being 1080p, even though they got sued for not being 1080p. But Quantum Break is not being credited for 1080p, even though they use the same mechanics to get 720 to get 1080p. So if Quantum Break's not 1080p,
they're not advertising.
And they're not,
right?
Yeah. So I was like, the best looking game so far has not been in 1080p anyway.
So hey, you're the only one that's seen this game up close and personal. Is it the best looking game on Xbox One
Quantum
so
Break?
far? Like, yeah, that's what some people are saying.
I just played Rise. No, I was playing the PC version. It's up there. It's definitely, it rivals Rise. So for right now, yeah, I mean it's one of the best looking games there. But the thing is, at the moment I thought Fable Legends would be the best looking games if they fucking put it out. Would have been at the time to be the best looking game on the Xbox One. But other than Rise, yeah, it is a better looking game than Rise, because Rise
it is better than Rise. It is better
Yeah.
looking than Rise.
Rise is a beautiful game, but what the thing about Rise in the Rome is the enemies didn't have, unless it was like a boss or something like that, didn't have the same level of detail as the main characters in the game. Like, so some of the NPCs weren't as polished as some of the main characters in the game, which kind of left. It still was a beautiful game, but it was just like you could tell, like, oh man, that doesn't look too good. You know what I mean? When you get up close and personal and do an animation, it was like, oh, that character doesn't look too good compared to fucking Marius. You know what I mean? So, but whereas Quantum Break, all the characters have, like, I want to say almost the same level of like detail, whether it be the main character, a co-character, an enemy. You know what I mean? The game looks really good. It's the crazy thing is, because people have this resolution cloud over their head, they're blinding themselves to think that it doesn't look good. It looks really good. It looks it definitely looks really good, and that's one thing I was happy I was able to do, is like cloud out all the fanboy argument and just play it and try to play it. That's why I didn't watch no IGN videos or anything like that of the game before I played the game, just so I can see how it's going to surprise me. And I'll tell you what, generally when a game goes from cutscene to gameplay, it's noticeable. It's not noticeable here.
That's what I was going to ask you next, because I can only go off of what people are saying, and I heard one YouTuber say that the cutscenes look way better than the gameplay. So you're saying that it's pretty much the same?
It's pretty much it's pretty much the same, unless that person you're talking about the actual show where it's real life. No, but the cutscenes in the game is pretty much fucking like hand in hand. It is handy because the way they do it, they put you in from it. It's not like a blank screen as though it goes from cutscene straight to gameplay, like how the Order did it. You know what I mean? Okay. You know how in the Order you didn't realize, oh shit, it's time to play. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing, but what people aren't realizing, the gameplay itself, there's a lot going on during gameplay. During the cutscenes, it's literally focused in on two characters or a moment, so there's not as much going on in the gameplay. It's in the cutscenes versus what's going on in the gameplay. So that's why it's easy to judge, like, oh, this game looks awesome, and then say, oh, the game doesn't look good in the same gameplay. You're not looking at the same image. You're literally looking at a room of most three people, and you're looking at them close up in detail, versus the camera angle on the character in the end game is different from the camera angle of it in the cutscene, for lack of better terms. All right. Did you post Hard 8 saying I'm lying because he posted a screenshot? Did you post a screenshot from your TV screen, or you posted in game? I posted screenshots too. But
he said you're lying.
I have nothing to lie about. You know what I mean? Like, let me just say this.
Oh yeah.
I say
so since he's in the comments,
beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. So.
Yeah, since he's in the comments, that's the YouTuber I was talking about. I saw Hard 8's video.
Hard 8's video, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because here's Hard 8's issue, and this is the thing about Hard 8's video, right? That nobody else can, much people won't experience. Hard 8, I think he's playing on a 4K TV, and
that's what he said.
He's playing that the game is 720p and is upscaling to 4K, so the image looks uglier. I don't have that issue because I'm not playing on a 4K TV. Unfortunately, my twins broke my 4K TV. I'm playing on a 1080p.
Did they catch that work?
No, unfortunately not.
Wow.
I'm playing on like a 27 inch 1080p monitor. So what I see is pretty much consistent. It's not, the upscaling isn't bad at all or anything like that. And then of course, what people are forgetting, the game isn't outputting 720p. Its output is actually 1080p. It's like I forgot how they did it, but it is technically 1080p. So it's just matching the output. So the image he's getting isn't the same image that everybody who's getting. The people that's playing on a 720p TV, people that are playing on a 1080p TV or a monitor, they're getting a different image. Him playing on a 4K TV, he's getting that image. It's like him watching like a standard definition TV show on like a 4K TV. The shit's gonna be ugly as hell. But I don't believe it's that bad because I played Rise on my 4K TV and it looked awesome. I played Star Wars Battlefront at the time. I had my 4K TV when Battlefront came out. I believe so, and it looked fine.
So Part A is an example of a gamer who has a 4K TV, and basically, what that tells me is if more gamers get these 4K TVs and stuff, 720p, 900p, all that stuff is not going to be good enough. It's just not. So, they're definitely going to have to step their game up.
4K to compare it to. That's the problem. So all the games.
Right now, you know what I'm saying, right now, but the more people that get in 4K TVs and stuff, his argument was that it has to be in 1080p in order for it to scale
look
correctly.
Yeah. And I don't believe that. I really don't believe that because when I had my 4K TV and all those 720p games, remember, I was playing fucking Dead Rising 3 on fucking like a 4K TV and it wasn't that bad, you know what I mean? It's not as bad unless you fucking got eyes, 1080p eyes and 4K eyes for it to
those
be
4K eyes, son. I got that 4,000
resolution. Then you're not gonna have a problem. Rise is not a way better looking game than Quantum Break. They're not that far off. Rise looks good, but I'm telling you, people
they're dead even. They're dead even.
Are they dead even?
Pretty much. You gotta live by this kids movie. Be careful.
I can't say they're dead even. I played a lot of Rise. You can check my stats in Rise, man. You can see the hour both on. I don't know how many hours I didn't put into Rise in a room, but looking at the game, I know it look like it's like Rise is a different situation because the game you get to see the game in almost so many different color aspects where you can see what it looks like in every situation. Where games like The Order, you couldn't see that. And games like even Quantum Break, you couldn't see that. Quantum Break in no way is a bad-looking game. You literally, it's like what people say with VR, you got to experience for yourself. You got to play it. You got to play it because one person can tell you it looks bad, and then I can play it. I'm like, how does this look bad? I don't know what looks bad about it. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'm a real gamer, so I never go off of what people say 100%. I have to see things for myself. So, I'm just curious because you're the only one here who has actually seen it in person. So, so I'm just curious, what you think about it.
This is what people need to do. This is what because this is what happens. Your mind and your vision gets clouded when many people or somebody is telling you something numerous times. If we didn't hear anything about this whole 720p rumor or anything like that, or any leaks or anything like that, you would see the game and you would literally. Visuals wouldn't be a question for you. You know what I mean? It just wouldn't. You know what I mean? I played Rise. When I was saying Rise was the best looking game and stuff like that, I was getting shit for it. When I was saying this game it was Halo, I was getting shit. Every time I say a game looks good, I get shit for it. Quantum Break is not a bad looking game. It looks good, and he keeps saying screenshots. I'm gonna take remember, I don't think I'm gonna take a screenshot. Matter of fact, let me turn this fucking game on right now.
The screenshots don't lie. You can tell it's 720p.
You can't tell it's 720p. Well, never mind. You know what? He's probably right. I don't know what 720p looks like. I really don't. I don't know what 720p looks like.
Gaming 808 said Rise sucked, but we're not talking about the Rise gameplay. We were just talking about the visuals, sir.
The visuals.
The visuals.
The visualities.
You about to get a screenshot up?
Yeah, I gotta open. Hopefully the game is a resume play. But if it's, hold on, let me see. Come on, why is my fucking capture card not working? Let's see. Why isn't this thing not opening? Oh shit! It's not opening because I'm in the pot. I'm using Google Hangouts, and I don't know if it's trying to access my camera or not. Oh, never mind. It won't. Cool. We're good. But is there any more questions in the chat just in case so I can kill time?
No, we have a lot of Rise hate going on. Ask your questions now. Anybody got any questions in the chat? A valid question? Let us know. We try our best to answer it. give you an unbiased answer and opinion.
Oh, let me take a screenshot right here.
I don't blame all the Rice hate. It wasn't that great of a game. Well, actually, it wasn't that good.
I never played it, so I can't state yay or nay on it. I never played it.
I mean, it looks pretty, but
opinions, but
that's about it.
So who else is getting Quantum Break here? Like Matt, you're getting it.
Yeah, I'll probably get it tomorrow.
EXP.
Right, I'm about to post.
You don't have Xbox, do you? EXP.
Nah, not even a powerful PC to run it.
So you only got a
Your
PlayStation?
PC can't handle it.
You can't be a real gamer
for
with only one console. You can't be a real gamer with one console, bro.
I'm putting it on Twitter.
I have a PC, but it play most like heavy games.
No, that's not gonna work. No, sir.
Okay. What about the NX?
What? The what? What is that? What is that? What's the NX, sir? I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, until Nintendo opens their mouth about it, I'm really not speculating.
You're not referring to Nintendo, are you? They've been out the game for what, 5 years now?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, mostly since the 64.
Yeah, Jesus couldn't even raise them from the dead at this point, my friend.
Oh, damn.
It's not gonna happen. No.
I don't know. They might have another surprise. No one expected the Wii to do as good as it did. But I don't know if they'll catch lightning in a bottle twice.
Nah, I think people have realized that Nintendo is full of gimmicks, and even the Wii, in my opinion, my humble yet often correct opinion, the Wii was just a gimmicky little console. It really didn't have any substance, in my opinion.
Well,
People were fascinated by the little, motion controls and all that. That's the reason why it sold so well, but it never really delivered. And then when the Wii U came out, people realized that. They realized how much of a gimmick it was, and, no one got behind it. Rightfully so. I mean, what's the difference between the Wii and the Wii U as far as exclusives and third-party support? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Yeah, that's about it. It's more powerful. But the Wii U is how powerful the Wii U is. It should have been what the Wii came out with. If it came out with graphics like that or power like that when it did, it would have been a better machine. Because then it would have had it wouldn't have needed special multiplats. Like it wouldn't have needed what's it called, downgraded games.
There's a lot of
Didn't you guys play the
Final Fantasy?
You guys play the Final Fantasy demo?
Oh
yeah,
snap.
actually.
Yeah, go ahead, Brian. Go ahead. Tell them what you thought about it.
Oh man.
Yeah, EXP. My bad. Go ahead. Tell them what you thought about it.
The game actually felt like playing Kingdom Hearts, actually. And I never really played Kingdom Hearts. That's a weird thing. Like, it felt like a Kingdom Hearts game.
How you know how it felt? How you know how it felt? You never played Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, I worded that differently. I worded that really bad, but like looking at Kingdom Hearts trailers and stuff, it looked like that basically from what I was playing. Yeah, my bad for wording that wrong. But
I was just asking.
Yeah.
Just wondering.
And like, I experienced like a bunch of frame issues, and
You
I was playing.
experienced frame issues?
Yeah, I experienced frame issues. Like the frames drop like dramatically during like the last boss fight, and like the graphics just got kind of fuzzy on me too.
Really?
No, it didn't get fuzzy on you. No, it's like that. It's jagged edges all over the place, frames all over the place, man. As far as performance,
Did you play it?
I was like, no, I was like, this. I downloaded the platinum demo, the platinum demo of the Final Fantasy.
I played it too. Like I didn't honestly experience no frame drops like that. Like
man,
I didn't experience any of that.
They could have put a nail filer on like some of like the edges on this game and smooth it out. But dude, if you're trying, it's a fuzzy mess. it's like the graphics kept rendering in and out.
What?
It's like,
I don't see
you know what I mean?
what
And the
y'all
thing is,
talking
it's like I'm like I can't judge the demo. It's a demo, and you're like, all right, it's a demo, whatever, it's a demo. But it's not a pretty game.
Like during the last boss fight, that's when like the graphics just starts getting fuzzy.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I played the demo on the PS4, and I didn't experience any like dips in frame rate or like these textures, these rigid textures you guys are talking about at
You
all.
play on the PlayStation 4, all the games are used to that.
How dare you, sir? You can excuse yourself from the podcast now. I know this is your channel and you're the host, but you may excuse yourself now, sir. I'm speaking the truth right here, okay? You bastard. No, man, I didn't experience any problems, and I found the demo magical. Can a grown man say magical? Yes, a grown man can. I found it magical. It was great. I definitely enjoyed it, and I did get the Kingdom Hearts vibe from it as well. So I do agree with you, EXP. But I actually thought it was pretty cool. Now, even though this won't play like the actual game, aside from the boss battle will, but the little dream sequence and stuff, it won't play like the actual game. It was just a different take on it. What I find interesting about with the way they're doing this, though, they are putting a whole lot into this game. Like, this is like the second demo. Like, the first one's like a major demo, and this is the second demo. Most games we don't even get a freaking demo. Like, most games you don't even get a demo until afterwards, and usually that's only because it's not selling well. So I can appreciate that, you know, they are actually giving us a huge piece of the game. It actually makes me want to buy it now. Like, at first I really wasn't like even thinking about getting it, but after playing these demos, I'm actually it's a day one for me.
Of course.
But you guys can't relate. You can't relate to that.
I can't relate to all the jagged edges in the game. Hopefully, get like a performance upgrade and it'll be all right. But no, I mean, the thing is, I've never been a fan of Final Fantasy. Now, when I say I'm not a fan of Final Fantasy, I'm just not familiar. Not like I dislike it. It's just like it wasn't a game that I grew up playing or anything like that. So I wanted to jump in and be like, all right, let me see what this is all about. And it's like, all right. But I can't say it's day one or if it's even a buy for me. I just gotta look more into it. Maybe take a few more cracks at the demo just to see if this is something I can see myself playing long term. But otherwise, no.
It's a no. It's a no. That's a no.
It's surprising. Final Fantasy, it was like really easy to pick up.
Yo, this is like on record one of the longest podcasts I think I've hosted since I used to do Let's Talk Game series.
Oh, really? How long have we gone?
We're damn near 2 hours. This is 1 hour and 55 minutes.
Jeez.
And we had this we were short staffed today too.
Whoa.
And we only had like 2 subjects today too. Whoa. Put the punchlines on. Give me a beat. I'm just playing. That means we gotta get ready to go because it's 10:54. I gotta get ready to go to bed because I gotta work tomorrow. But it sucks because I'm on Act 4 of Quantum Break and I wanted to beat the game before the night is up. So I'll probably beat it tomorrow after work if I don't turn it back on.
My bad, bro. We kept you up. We kept you up too late.
I didn't keep me up too late. I just wanted to play the damn game. So I'll probably be up probably an hour or so. So even back then, Smooth was playing NBA Live. I'm still playing NBA Live.
Oh yeah, you are a big advocate for NBA Live. I remember those videos.
Yeah. But we'll have to talk about like this NBA Live this year was a good game. It just didn't get its due. You know what I mean? It was a good game. I enjoyed it. It's just that I didn't play long as I played last year's game because I thought this year's game was better. And nobody else did, unfortunately.
Nope.
And so that's why it didn't live long. But I was killing people like as far as like my crossovers, my 3-point shot, my creative character. This game outdid 2K in so many levels, but it sucks because 2K got a monopoly on the market. They got people brainwashed, so people. It's like fanboy. They won't buy the game.
This is a whole different subject.
It's a whole different subject. We can put the NBA Live thing on a complete different podcast, but NBA Live was very underrated this year, and excuse my profanity, but fuck the dumbasses who reviewed the game because the people that reviewed NBA Live or any sports games in these games either don't even actually play these games or even play them long enough to know what's good or bad. So I say the NBA Live reviews that you saw, completely ignore, because they're just they don't coincide with the actual game that you're playing. But
You know, NBA Live and 2K, they're not relevant right now anyway.
they're not. You know. All right.
No.
So you guys want to say your outros before I log out?
All right, guys. Thanks for having me. New Type 86 on hardknotgamers.com. I don't really have any articles lined up, but I should have some soon. Follow me on Twitter, same name. Instagram is the New Type 86, and I do have a YouTube channel now. But
Cool.
I only have one video up there. It's just me
Well,
playing
you need
Bang.
at least 5 to 10 videos before I will even check out your channel, sir. So let me
Alright.
know when you get to that level.
And that's just New Type 86 as well.
New Type 86. Cool. All right.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And come on, EXP. Let them know where they can find you.
Thanks for having me. It's XP Gaming. You can find me on my YouTube channel, XP Gaming. I do a weekly podcast, like I mentioned before, Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Come check us out. And I have an article on Shadow of Mordor review that I did, so on Hard Knock Gamers, so definitely go check that out as well.
Yeah, pretty good review, dude.
Thanks, man.
All right, Nicodemus.
Oh, yes, this is Nicodemus X, the self-proclaimed king of indies. Definitely a good podcast. Thanks for everybody who came through, everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys. It was, you know, we were shorthanded, but it's definitely a good podcast. Check me out, YouTube channel, Nicodemus X. Also, writer for Hard Knock Gamers, obviously. I have a article coming up. It's called "The Day I Cheated on My Xbox." So I got the okay from our field. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You didn't get the okay from me.
I kind of knew you may have something to say about it, so I bypassed you and went straight to Dre, and he checked it out. He said it was good. So it's just my story of how I went from Xbox to PlayStation in a funny way. So just be on the lookout for that. I think you guys will all enjoy it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for having me on.
And as I always say, Xbox, the best box, and I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. We're out. Shout out to all those who watched and stuck with us today. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Peace.